Hello, everybody. Welcome to 21 million. Crazy day in the market. Everybody got their drinks. I was thinking this morning about how I started in crypto. And believe it or not, I owe it to an older man. It was like a guy I used to work with in his 50s. Asked me how do you buy Bitcoin? Can you figure it out for me? I was a little techie. So I was like, all right, I'll figure it out. And I figured it out 7 years later. And here I am doing it full time. Unbelievable. It's unreal. But got some good news today. Good news, bad news. I have good news articles that are very interesting. A little fuddy. Got some interesting stuff. So let's move on. Let's go to the market. Let's see what we have here. So we have market cap's up, obviously. Bitcoin's pumping. It's $1.1 trillion. We have a 24-hour volume. Volume's up. Volume's up. It was 50. I think it was 52 or 4 billion yesterday. 24-hour volume's at $72 billion. Bitcoin dominance is up 42.7%. ETH dominance about the same. It's up a little bit, 18.6%. The big, actually trending right now, up 45%, is that Blur. And I know Blur had that drop, and everyone's complaining about it on crypto Twitter. Yeah, 45%. Some people made crazy money, but it looks like a little scammy. It seems like there was wash trading, which little scammy. We have Bitcoin at 24,895. It cracked 25,000 today, which would be the 2023 high. We have an ETH at $1,715. BNB's back up over 320. It's at 321. We got XRP's at 39 cents. Cardano's at 40 cents. Polygon's at $1.45. That was $1.15 2 days ago. I hope everybody got some of that. I hope you're still getting it. That's going to be the winner. It's going to be a big winner of this bull market. Solana's at $23, $23.74 for you nerds out there. Litecoin's at 102, which, like I've been saying, the Litecoin halvening. Let's take a look at that. Let's look at the overview. Let's go to all-time high. So right here, 2019, had a big pump right in the middle. Bitcoin coincided. And some people, then we had that crash from COVID around here. But, you know, this summer, this would be the summer the Litecoin halvening happens. Something to keep an eye on. Let's look at the gainers and losers today. So Magic up 28%. I don't know most of these, to be very honest with you. Magic 28%. Optimism 14.8%. I think that's a little ironic. It's a little magical. And the optimism right now in the crypto market. Anyway, Loopring up almost 14%. Polygon, such a winner, at 13.6% up. I know Filecoin. Actually, eGold's up 11%. The Multiverse X. Filecoin's up 10.7%. Sandbox. Yeah, everything's having a good day. Bitcoin's up almost 10%, 9.18. But guys, take a moment if you could. Take a moment right now. Just like and subscribe. And my tags are up top. Somewhere over here. Pop on the Twitter. Give me a follow. Yeah, so let's go on. Let's move on. Let's take a look at some charts. Interesting. So a couple things. So on the weekly, we have a breakout of that of the wedge. We have to close out at 24,879. I'll draw a little line there so we remember for tomorrow. That's big. I wonder how this coincides with the Fibonacci. And it's actually bouncing clearly off that level. The one that I just drew. That's interesting. Went through the golden pocket, went down, tested it, went back up. Strong. So maybe we have a retest, or maybe we break through. For it to go back down under, I would say, the 786 level, the Fibonacci, for it to actually close below on the weekly, we would definitely retest that 21.5 area, the 618, 21.515. If it were to break through and close below, which I don't see that happening. I think this was the test. This is the breakthrough now. Maybe, we could come back and test on top here. No, sorry. I need my little drawing tool. So could we come down here? What's going on? Down here and then move up? I don't think we're going to see below. If I was going to put buy orders in, I would maybe plan for a wick. Maybe we get a wick below, but I think we close above here for now on. Barring any black swan events. I know there's rumors Russia just launched nuclear warships or something. Something crazy could happen in the world. Stock market could crash bad, COVID type stuff. But otherwise, when I look at the weekly chart right now, and please, I know nobody's shy, and I know you're going to tell me if you think I'm wrong. But, all right, let's go to the logarithmic. Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. And let's look at what we have here. So we have, I'm going to go even further. Yeah, let's do this. So we have 2000, all-time high, 2011, right? And we come down here. And this would be the golden pocket that I'm talking about currently for the 2011 bull run. So let's do something here. Let's get a little crazy today. So let's just say this is the golden pocket. And let's make this, let's make it gold so there's no confusion. Extend it all the way to the right. Okay. And actually, let's make it a little more faint. Okay. So this would be the golden pocket right there. We broke through it. Finally, bear market. We break through. Okay? So now we have a new all-time high set in 2013. Okay? So let's do it again. Let's do it right here. Okay, keep in mind, we break through, we don't come near it again. This is the bear market in 2015. We don't go near it again. We are way off from the previous golden pocket that was set by the previous all-time high. Okay, we're not even close. Okay? So now, 2017, everybody's favorite bull run. Let's do this again. Oops. Sorry, guys. Stand by. Let's do this again right here. And let's make another box for the golden pocket. Okay. So now, going back to these bull cycles, we never went and touched it again. We weren't even close. We were closer to the all-time high. COVID happens here. Okay, so let's put those indicators back on for market cipher A. Okay. So we have COVID happens here. blue triangle, green dot, and then also green dot market cipher B. Okay? This, shouldn't have happened. This would be a black swan event, anomaly. Okay? Otherwise, this market, the bull market, could have started here. We could have went higher. I think that the diminishing return that we saw in 2020, 2021, was due to the COVID collapse. I don't think that would have happened otherwise. And that also kept us closer to the previous golden pocket. Okay? I think the bull market would have been significantly higher for 2021. And I think barring any other black swan type events, this bull market is going to be considerably higher. And I had said, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a video on how everyone can make their own 4-year cycle on the weekly chart. That way everyone can keep pace and keep time. The timing, I think, is big with the 4-year cycle, obviously. That's why it's the 4-year cycle. But 2025, I'm going to redo mine, and I'll show everybody how to make their own. 2025, over here, June. And my number is, let's say around here. I think we're going to go somewhere. Hold on, I'm going to mark it. Let's do this. I think my number is 225-ish, and I'm going to say July, mid-July. That's my call. Oops. There you go. That's my number right here. X marks the spot. And I'll leave this here. I think it might be a little bit less, though. I think it's going to be, I say 225. So coordinates, 225,000. There you go. That's my number. In July 14th. I'll make it my brother's birthday. We'll make it. I'll change it on the daily. But yeah, I'm going to make it July 15th, $225,000. And by then, you got to be out. You got to be out by then. You have to start, you have to average yourself out, dollar cost average yourself out before then. Okay. And depending on where this goes. So here, let's take a look. So if this is the all-time high, and we go down, and this is the new bear market, we'll make the new golden ratio. This is the new bottom. See, we had bounced right off of that. We hit our head. And this is the same time Litecoin topped. Then top. This is this Litecoin halving. This is right before. Okay, this should have been our bounce, and this should have been our move up. But instead we had stupid COVID. So is it possible? Could we bounce our head off here? Is this too low? Could we set an all-time high this summer? It's possible. I mean, anything's possible with Bitcoin. I think we bounce our head off. We're definitely going to have trouble going through this. My number, I was telling people today, mark your calendar, summer, June-ish, July-ish. Actually, let's look and see. When is Litecoin halving? 2023, 12 and a half. Let's see. 160, August 2nd, 2023. So let's go to the daily. Let's get this accurate. So August August 2nd. We'll go back to the weekly. So right here. So as far as time goes, we would be moving up compared to the previous beginning of the bull market. This would be us moving up right here, which we could see this. I mean, it's definitely possible. We could, do something like this and totally move up in this direction, bang ahead, come down a little bit, and then go through. Also, something to keep in mind, on the weekly, when we do go through, it runs. It doesn't mess around. When it hits that golden pocket, it runs. It goes. This time, back in 2017, it went, bounced, confirmed, and then shot off. So that could definite possibility. So I'm sticking with what I had said. I don't need this one here. Actually, what am I doing? Sorry, guys. All right. Now let's go on to the daily. Let's talk about what happened yesterday and a couple signs that we could look for next time. So there was a bullish divergence, okay, on the RSI and with the price action. And then we also got triggered by a green dot on Market Cipher. Market Cipher makes things, this is all Market Cipher. Market Cipher B is great. We can shut off Market Cipher A. You can just trade off of Market Cipher B and be a winner. Links in the bio. So you have the bullish divergence. You have the momentum change, green dot, and also the VWAP cuts in. That's the signal. That's the buy. And yesterday would have been a home run. Even if you got in at the top of the candle, let's just say you got in at the tippy top and you sold yesterday. You didn't even hang in today. You got out. It's 9.17%. And if you work with leverage, that could have been huge. 10% leverage, 5% leverage, 20% leverage. You could have made a nice payday. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. See what we have. Little change in momentum. Obviously, this morning I saw that. And the price is still going up, though, since that red dot was confirmed. So maybe a little bit of a bearish divergence now in the 4 hour. I don't know. We got to see how this plays out. And a nice trigger wave, too. Look at that. You got a green dot. So it's something to watch out for is the trigger waves. We got the big green dot followed by this trigger wave. So green dot goes over, breaks the zero plane, comes back down, smaller wave. This would be the trigger wave. So once this confirms, you'd put your trade in. So it would be somewhere over here, 21,688. That would have been another good payday. What did I say right here? Yeah, it would have been another, even if you got out yesterday, like I said, 12%. Yeah, there was another confirmation here. That was nice. Yesterday was big play. A lot of people made some good money. Hold on, give me a sip of water. I'm doing a lot of talking today. All right. On to the next thing. Now I'm curious, how many people out there use Market Cipher, and what kind of strategy do you use? Do you use the trigger waves? Are you combining? Obviously, you combine more than one aspect of the indicator, but I'm curious. Drop in the comments your strategies. Very curious. So now to the big news. Hold on. So we have how Bitcoin mining is heating up the climate. So this is like 2020 FUD, right? 2021 FUD. Like this has been going on for a long time now, but it's just so stupid. And who tweeted this? Who wrote this article? It makes it even worse. So it's by Ben & Jerry's Ice Cream. How Bitcoin mining is heating up the climate. So first thing, as soon as I see something like this, it says, we are certainly no experts. As soon as you say that, it's over for me. So obviously, it's just, it bothered me so much. This article bothered me because it's just hypocritical liberals. And so I had this is just this morning. I wrote something on Twitter. I had a little thread. So I had to search real quick. So I had to go through their website. So apparently they're big on writing these type of articles. And lo and behold, 12 incredible milestones in electric cars. And we're going to go down. The one that jumped out to me was clean equals green. Tesla surpassed Ford in market value this spring. Then a week later, Tesla found itself valued more than General Motors. So obviously this guy likes Tesla. But the kicker is, with the whole thing with Tesla, it's like, okay. It's like, but Elon is a Doge guy, and that's proof of work. So, it's such BS. But then, take it a step further. Let's talk about these electric cars. And it just so happens, 2 days ago, article by the LA Times, the horrors behind the mining industry that powers your life. So the global economy that provides you your smartphones, your Teslas, your e-bikes right now requires massive displacement as homes are cleared, neighborhoods are destroyed, millions of trees chopped down to make way for open pit mines, toxic dumping and that destroys land, crops, animals, and stock. So Ben & Jerry's, you guys are just the worst. You're just being, besides hypocritical, you're uninformed, and you're putting out articles about coal mining for Bitcoin, which it says, does mining Bitcoin seem like a good reason to fire up dying coal plant to you? Yeah, we don't think so either. It's like, dude, right now they're throwing human lives and suffering to make your batteries for your Tesla. Like, where's the outrage there? Where's your article? So, moving on. Web3 legal expert says Ripple has 3-year head start towards a resolution SEC case. The ongoing legal tussle between the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, Dirty Ginsler, and Ripple is touted to have a long-term effect on the future of the crypto industry. There are positives and negatives to everything. Take, for example, this recent SEC assault on crypto. Negative, all of it. Positive, Ripple has a 3-year head start on everyone else towards a resolution. Even XRP haters are going to start hoping and praying that XRP wins. The destiny of many of these actions will lie in the Ripple defense. If there is one company in this space that I would want to have first shot at making the case law, it's Ripple. So, what does that mean? Obviously, Ripple has a 3-year head start. They've been getting crushed since, I think it was November of 2020. Might even be before that. Let's take a look. So let's look at the charts again. Let's take a look when it got dumped on by Dirty Ginsler. Let's go to the weekly, not the 4-hour. Let's get rid of my silly drawings. So we're gonna go right here. Yep. So yeah, I said November of 2020. It was December of 2020. It gets crushed, and it doesn't have the bull run, the bull market that we all thought it would have. The outcome of this is so important, and they're right. Everyone, even XRP haters, should be on board with them winning. So something scary that can happen. What if XRP wins and they turn around and say, okay, Cardano, you're up, which is possible. What if they turn around to USDC? What if they turn around to Ethereum? Because Ethereum switched from proof of work to proof of stake, and apparently that's a defining moment in determining whether something is a security or not. It's possible. So a little lighthearted news. Elon Musk. He appointed a dog as the new CEO. Super funny. And you know what's funny about this is that the dog, he must have had a photo shoot, because obviously there's a drop screen behind, or a green screen, and everything's set up on him, Floki. But there's clearly a drops, the screen, there's either a green screen or, looks like a green screen because there's some shadowing, but he set up a photo op to do this, which is pretty insane. That guy's crazy. Had another article, Sam Bankman-Fried's bond co-signers are Stanford professors. So it turns out that a couple of his friends, his parents' friends from Stanford University, came up with the bond money. One came up with Larry Kramer, was the dean, came up with $500,000, and Andreas Paepke, Paepceke, Paepke, a senior research engineer in computer science at Stanford, came up with $200,000. They just said it that they were good friends of the family. Everyone, including me, I figured it was going to be Kevin O'Leary. So anyway, that's the show I have for you today. Take a moment, like and subscribe. I'm going to come out with that video I was saying about how to make your own 4-year cycle on TradingView, and that way you can kind of keep track of where we are in the bull market. And drop in the comments what you guys think, because I know today they came out with the PPI, and that inflation's going up, and they might raise rates again. How do you think that that's going to affect the crypto market? All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And I think next week I might change the timing. I might do early. I might do like an 8 a.m. show or 9 a.m. show, and I'm drinking my coffee. And when I'm finding these articles, maybe we'll find them together.